hello everybody. Welcome back to this week's edition of The Weekly. This is your update video for Monday, February 28th, last day of February 2022. And I'm thinking about changing the names of these videos to Matt's Weekly Fireside Chats. I've enjoyed having back here for just the ambiance, the pleasure of setting the atmosphere with a fireplace. I kind of get into that, throughout the year because, there's only a few months where it's okay for us to have a fire going in the fireplace. So I kind of like the idea of branding this as a fireside chat, and then it forces me to use a fireplace every week. Anyway, obviously I'm rambling. I guess I've spent too much time alone today, and it's all of these thoughts are just spilling out here at the very top of the hour. Okay, let's get focused here. So I've got a few things that I want to walk through with you today. Appreciate you guys who served this past weekend. I thought we had a really good weekend. The services went really smoothly. I really appreciate those of you who've been coming in extra early on Sunday mornings to do the rhythms section rehearsals. I feel good about the work that we've been accomplishing there, and just look forward to continuing to grow as a team in that regard. I know that you all are putting in a lot of extra work on that, so thank you so much for that. Okay, a few things. This week's video won't be as long as last week's video for sure, but I want to talk through, like I said. Well, basically, I've got two things to present. One thing is a reminder, and then we'll look at the plan for this coming weekend. Okay? Well, first of all, those of you who are with the choir know that last weekend we had a choir special, a feature song in the service planned with the choir. And because of the weather, we had to cancel Wednesday night's service and Wednesday night's rehearsal. And because of that, we're going to reschedule that song coming up here in just a couple of weeks for Sunday, March 20th. Sunday, March 20th. So, all of you who are in the choir, you need to mark your calendars for that date. You'll be leading worship with the team that morning, and you will also be presenting the song Since I Have Been Redeemed that we've been working on. You'll be presenting it that morning as well. I really appreciate those of you who came and served this past weekend with the choir. I thought it was a really just good, strong team, and I always love whenever we can have the full team, from the horn section to the choir to the rhythm section, the vocal team. It makes me very happy to have a full team on stage every single weekend. Those of you who are I should say this. Those of you who have been in choir in the past and are not in choir now, let me encourage you, if you can make it work with your schedule, we need more voices, especially the guys, and we need a few more sopranos as well. So if you have this skill, there is plenty of opportunity. As you've heard it said, the fields are white for harvest. And we need those of you who are vocalists to come forward and to help us with our choral music this semester. It's a pretty low commitment. It's a 1 hour and 15-minute rehearsal every week, and then we've got a couple of times that we're performing throughout the spring. But yeah, let me encourage you, jump in, help out. I think it's going to be a great spring with the choir, but also Sunday morning, March 20th. I think that's going to be a lot of fun as well. Mark your calendars for that. Okay, second thing, we are getting, of course, ever closer to Easter every week, and we will have the full team on stage from, like I mentioned earlier, the horns, the choir, the rhythm section, and the vocalists. And because of that, we are going to need a special rehearsal to get prepared for that. So we will be having a dress rehearsal for Easter coming up the Saturday before. This will be Saturday, April 16th. It'll be 10 a.m. to noon. We are doing a special rehearsal that day. We still will have everything for Sunday morning as well. So that weekend's going to be a little more... it'll be a little longer as far as your commitment that weekend, but we're going to need that extra time in order to really make things come together. We, of course, will meet in the sanctuary, in the main worship center for that rehearsal. And that set will be ready to go here in the next few weeks so that you can start taking a look at it. Okay, so the reminder for today is last week's update video was pretty long. It was one of the longer weekly videos that we've done, weekly fireside chats, I should say, that we've done. And that was because I did a segment called 7 Best Practices for Worship Teams, or something close to that. I gave you 7 things that I think are best practices and things that we can strive to do better as a team. And I've gotten some good feedback from you all, from some of you on that. And so what I'm doing right now, I pulled that video. I know I had some connection issues with the internet last week and some sync issues between the audio and the video. I've pulled that video. I'm doing a little bit of editing. I can't fix all of the sync issues, but basically what I'm doing is pulling out all of the gaps, condensing the material a little bit, and I'm putting it into a video which I will upload to our YouTube channel later this week. I'm about halfway through the edit right now, so I'm hoping to finish that maybe tonight or tomorrow and get that uploaded for you all. But I would like for you to take a look at that and just use it as an opportunity for reflection. I always want you guys to be encouraged, and I want to do everything that I can to always communicate my appreciation for you. I do appreciate you all. I don't take you for granted at all. I also understand that we all have complex lives and we've got many things pulling at us. However, we have also been given this team, all of us together, we've been given this team as something to steward well. And I want us to be the stewards with, I can't remember the number of talents now in that, but I want us to be the stewards who've been given the maximum number of talents, who come with the maximum amount of return for the Lord, for what He's given us. For a few reasons. Number one, we have been given so much. We've been given so much. I know we get so used to the environment that we're in, and it becomes normal. You know, we walk in and nothing. We're not surprised by anything anymore. But this environment, this congregation, this team that we're able to be a part of is a very unique thing. It is very rare, and it's very unique, and it's delicate, and it is a reflection of the blessing of God's blessing that has been poured out in an extraordinary way here. And so I want us to be very, very obedient with how we take care of our team and how we discipline ourselves and the way that we serve our people too. And because of that, so all of that said, I appreciate you all. I really value you guys, and I value our team so much that I want us to stay sharp. I want us to get better. I want us to be able to look at areas where we're weak and call those areas out, and then be able to step forward into an even, into a better future. I guess what we have. That's the only way I can think to say it, and it's kind of cliche, but I hope you get the heart of what I'm trying to say there. Because of that, I'm taking that video, I'm going to condense it down a little bit, upload it. I would like, if you've not had an opportunity to watch it, watch the condensed version, the cleaned up version, and that'll be, I think, a good opportunity for reflection for you there. Okay? All right, well, hey, let's jump over to this Sunday morning's plan. This is, we are still in our series, Walking with Jesus. And with this plan, we've got a fairly familiar set, or it should be fairly familiar. We've done all of these songs several times. So, walking through here, before the service, we will do Battle Belongs Key of G. That'll be led by Chris. This is just like the recording. The rehearsal track, I've not done, I've not looked through everything to see if where we are as far as assets are concerned, but I believe there should be a rehearsal track loaded up for this one, ready to go, and it should match the studio recording there. Okay, after that, we'll go into Welcome and Greeting, led by Cindy. During the welcome at the 9 o'clock hour, Tom is going to recognize the MCS boys and MCS girls basketball teams. They both won state this past weekend, so he would like to recognize them in the service, and we'll do that during that spot. Afterwards, we will kick into a 3-song set here. We'll do His Mercy is More. This recording starts out with an a cappella chorus section. We will not be doing that a cappella chorus this weekend. We'll start right into the turnaround, and the rehearsal track in there should reflect that. After that, we'll go into All Glory Be to Christ. But do note that this is the Doors Church arrangement. The Doors Church arrangement, not the King's Kaleidoscope arrangement. Doors Church. Make sure you've got that arrangement there. We will be doing that probably key of C. I know Amanda and I have been in communication about that. Let me double check that. I think we settled on C. And if something changes, I'll let you know. I'll do my typical text message like I do to you all. Afterwards, we're into Living Hope, standard version, Phil Wickham version there. And then we're going to end the music set with a prayer spot. This past weekend, when we did Peace Be Still, Tom had the congregation fill out prayer cards. And in those, in this service, we will be taking those cards and dispersing them and praying for them as a congregation. And that's what's going to happen at the end of the music set there. And we've got 4 minutes in the service. It's about an estimate. We'll go as long as we need to, but estimate it'll take about that amount of time. Tom will lead that spot coming into it, getting out of it. So I'm going to assume he's going to pray before we roll the bumper, and then we'll do our Walking with Jesus bumper, which is called Repent and Believe. Tom's up for the message this weekend. And then for the invitation, we will do a come forward invitation this weekend. That means it'll be keys and vocals, and we'll kind of split up the song in a very easy to follow way, and we'll just repeat as necessary through the invitation. This will not be full band. It'll just be keys and vocals. And that song is TBD right now until I have an opportunity to drill down a little further with Tom as far as how he wants to end that service. We'll end with the benediction, and then we will be finished. All right, guys, that is everything for today's update video. If you have any questions this week, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. Either comment below, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, or feel free to email, call me, text me. I think that's all. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you stay healthy. I know we've still got some COVID stuff going around. The seasons, as you can hear in my voice, the changing of the seasons has me all down today. But it's gonna be a great week. Gonna be a great weekend. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you Sunday morning. Bye, everybody.